Does this ever end? There's no time. Let's get inside. Yeah. Just give me a sec, alright? I thank you for that, but I'm gonna need that back. Ornaments. Atira. Oh, wait, what? Oops. That's right. I think only Joshua was hurting. Oops. No. Not even the Royal Guard can stop him, huh? Miss Estelle. Willem, and even Doonan. Did you try to stop them? To my shame, I could not. I suppose age has caught up to me. I could not hold them for long. Is the Duke? Don't worry, I think he was just knocked away or something. That is a relief. Her Majesty has retreated to the royal chambers. Please, hurry. Willem! He's just unconscious. Let's hurry. Chloe's in danger. Right. So these are the Queen's chambers. Our destination, then. This sucks. The only one who didn't just fall over was the old-timer. Yes, he was quite an expert. He was still silly, though. There was no way he could beat all of us. Stupid old man. Come now, don't say that. He proved his worth through his loyalty. Few men can claim as much. And I must admit, Duke Doonan was a little different than rumor led me to believe. True, he did not seem like the absolute debauchee from the reports. I was still amused by how quickly he passed out, of course. They're here. Damn it all, if only Captain Schwartz was here. Stop sniveling, we are Royal Guard. Show them what that means. More small fry. This is getting rather tedious. Told you. Oh, I know. To make it fun, let's see who can capture the Queen first. Oh, an interesting sport. I'm game. Well then, let's play. They just mowed them down. Gotta hurry, gotta hurry, gotta hurry, gotta hurry, gotta hurry. Oh, yep. Sorry. Can you forgive me a bit? It's been a while since I've been this way. That's the bar. I wonder if that glitch will still happen. Not gonna test it. It seems you're more guest, Queen Alicia. Chloe, Queen Alicia, Estelle, Joshua, everyone, thank you for coming. Damn it, we're too late. You sons of... What do you think you're doing? Let go of Chloe and Her Majesty. Sorry, but no. The professor asked us to do this as a personal favor, so no can do. The professor? Wait, a personal... So this has nothing to do with the gospel plan, then? Nope, don't think so. He said he wanted to slow you down a little since you were doing more than we thought you would. Oh, I'm so very sorry for trying to reverse all the damage you guys are doing and being a decent human being then. Huh. Yeah, well, it's a pain. You restored the guild's phones, right? The professor wasn't a fan of that. He said he wanted to see you kids fluttering around a bit more. What in... He had you attack Grancel for that? That's very like him. It is in fairly bad taste, I'll admit. However, Lo is securing the floating city on his own. We had little better to do, so we did the professor a favor. Lucy, why? I believe we understand now. Given that, am I not enough of a prize by myself? Can I ask you to release Princess Claudia? Grandmother, no. I'm the one who should.
It is true that the good professor asked for one or the other. My, what a quandary we have on our hands.
Where are you looking to take the princess away?
Well, a pet bird in a cage somehow lacks charm. It may also be nice to see her elegance shining even through captivity, but...
You don't even start. You really are out of your... You're really out of your minds if you think we'll let you do that.
Don't make me laugh. Even if we didn't have hostages, are you seriously gonna take all of us on?
That's right. I promised to kill you all the next time we met. You know what? This is a good chance. Maybe I should just gut you all right here.
Stay calm, Estelle. They're right. There's no way we can fight all of them at once by ourselves. We need to wait for our chance.
But...
alas, Joshua, it is fruitless. Perhaps you had been in the shadows. You could have found an opening, but as it stands...
Out in the open like this, your options are limited. There's little you can do, Black Fang.
So it seems. It also seems like I'm not the one who needs to strike that opening. What?
What?
Hello, everyone. Good work. Your Majesty, Your Highness, forgive my tardiness.
Sid, thank you for coming.
Oh, one of the Divine Blade's lieutenants.
That wasn't too bad. Just a little more, just a bit more, and you would have had us.
Yes, I'll admit I was surprised. I didn't expect you to be able to turn away such a blow so easily. Alright, this is turning into my kind of party. So you want to play too? I'll pass for the moment. Really, I'm just bait anyways. What?
Richard?
Good. I made it in time.
What in...
Waiter!
Oh my. Richard? Colonel Richard?
Hello, Miss Bright. You shouldn't call me Colonel, however. I have been stripped of my rank, and I am little more than a criminal performing his penal service.
Boy, that's sure explains every question I have about this. Don't call me Colonel, okay? Mr. Richard, it's been some time.
I am glad to see you and the princess are well, Your Majesty. I believe General Bright has already briefed you on my circumstances. So please, allow me to shield you from these criminals.
By all means. Thank you very much, Mr. Richard.
The pleasure is mine.
I so don't even know what's going on anymore.
I think it's safe to say the story is bigger than we are, as it were. A pair of the Divine Blade students, our wayward Black Fang, and a group of better-than-average bracers.
I think we may have tarried for too long.
I appreciate the time, personally. Incidentally, we've already handled things in the city.
Huh?
Hi, Amalthea.
Commence Operation Clean Sweep. Remember, our first priority is the safety of the citizenry. Assist the army where possible. Engage Jaeger Corps and archaisms at your discretion.
Yes, ma'am. Surprise, surprise. Man. This is crazy. It's like, how... kind of feels a little insulting to the Royal Army that they are just this much better. I mean, they were a pain to deal with in the first game, so... You're surrounded. I like the one dude was spraying and praying.
Holy, just when I thought this couldn't get any crazier. When did the special ops guys show up? And they're going after the society's goons too. Maybe this is, you know, heavy penance for awful deeds and stuff. Or maybe they're trying to remind everyone how awesome they are.
Who the hell would... They're trying to clear their name, Dorothy.
Ah, the hell with it. Dorothy, make with the camera. Shoot and shoot until we can't stop filming there anymore. Aye, aye, sir.
Ah, they must have a regular old film camera.
Whoa, the Jaegers are being pushed back.
Very impressive.
Haven't lost their touch, I see.
Now then, servants of Ouroboros, what do you intend? You seemed quite eager for a fight. Are we still desirous for violence?
You think you're funny? If it's gonna be like this, I am gonna call Peter
Stop, Ren. Our chance has already slipped by. Trying to force the issue now would only end in an ugly fashion.
The capture of the royals was ultimately an optional objective. Come, let us pull back.
Well, if we gotta. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will pardon us, it should be about time for your next trial, however. I suggest you keep your wits about you.
Next trial? What are you on about now? You'll see soon enough. Good day, then, everyone.
You can disappear now. They've retreated. The day is saved. The Jaegers should pull out of the city as well. A shame we cannot pursue them, but I suppose we can't be selfish.
Yeah, wait, way more importantly. Just what the heck is Colonel Richard doing here? I thought you were in prison for the serious, grievous crime of being a huge jerk.
I said I am not, well, regardless. Before any of that, we have to secure the city. Would you help us?
Well, sure, of course.
We'll help tend to the wounded and with the firefighting. With the one, usable orbital art we have.
And so, with great difficulty, the Society's invasion of Gransel was repelled. Estelle's group ran around the city, fighting fires and helping the confused citizenry. Eventually, the rest of the team arrived, having been contacted by Elnan. We did it!
As I mentioned previously, I'm here on General Bright's orders. He had a suspicion that Ouroboros might try something like this. However, most regular army troops aren't very well trained to fight without their orbital firearms, so he decided to use a handful of troops with experience in hand-to-hand combat. Of course, he needed an excuse to get me and my subordinates involved, seeing as we are supposed to be in prison. As a result, we were to be transported to Gransel, where we conveniently ended up caught in the chaos and repelled the attack.
Okay. That's about as subtle as a brick to the forehead, Dad.
I take it you had some idea about this, Your Majesty.
Yes, Cassius and I discussed the idea earlier. We will, I suspect, face some criticism for doing this, but the safety of the citizenry must come before everything else. And I knew, from the bottom of my heart, that Mr. Richard would do what was best for the country he loves so.
I do not desire such praise, Your Majesty.
I get it, so then... Oh, right. Does this have to do with the reason you wanted to see us? In part, yes.
Alright, I'm gonna have to take a break real quick.
What I wanted to discuss was what Claudia has done.
Huh? What Chloe's done?
Yes. It was a short ceremony, but as of this morning, I've been formally invested with the inheritance. I am now officially the Crown Princess of Liberal, next in line to be Queen. Whoa! Wow!
Congratulations. I think you made a good decision.
I really think some of it is simply selfishness on my part. Estelle, everyone, I understand you're the ones who saved everyone at the Academy. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. You can't really take all the credit, though. Annalise's group was there, and Sieg helped out, too. Yes, so I gathered. When I learned about what happened, I spent a lot of time thinking about what I could do. What role I could serve to help protect those dear to me.
And that's inheriting the throne?
Yes. I am an inexperienced teenager who lacks the ability or confidence to lead an entire kingdom. Still, if I can use such a position to protect those dear to me, and if that in turn helps me protect the home I love, then it is all worth it. Chloe, you silly. Well, congratulations. Looks like you finally found that path you were looking for, huh? Estelle, thank you. I really am desperately new at this, though, and I am not quite sure what I can do. Will you lend me your aid when I need it? What kind of question is that? Duh! I mean, heck, I'm not exactly a grizzled veteran over here, you know.
Just you've lent us your aid time and time again. Whenever you need us, we'll be there for you.
Estelle, Joshua, thank you. Thank you so much.
What a complete and utter fool I've been. All the things I did without realizing the potential of the young people who will carry our future. Alan.
What's this, Alan? You'll be carrying a good deal of future yourself still, I think.
Quite so. You jest, Your Majesty.
Colonel, I have a report.
What is it? Is the city under attack again?
No, sir. Everything is quiet here. The Jaegers withdrew rapidly from the city and faded back into the countryside.
Then what is it, man? Speak up.
We received a report from Hucken Gate. An Erebonian army is gathering at the border. What?
So they've come at last.
How large an army are they fielding? So far, it appears only to be a single standard division, but they have tanks with them.
What?
Now just a damn second. How the hell can they be running tanks in the middle of all this? Are they using the same technology as the Society? I thought they might. No, it's strange. They don't appear to be using ordnance at all. The scout reports say they run using steam engines. Steam? What now? It's an engine that uses steam to move the pistons. It's even more primitive than a gasoline engine. Everyone stopped using them as soon as ordnance were invented.
No sane army would bother keeping such museum pieces maintained. They're a joke compared to even the most basic orbital tank. Which can only mean one thing. They prepared these in secret.
Hang on, you mean...
It means the Erebonian leadership knew that this was going to happen. So the next trial Ouroboros spoke of. Yes, it must be this. And now they're effectively holding Grancel hostage. They can storm in and take the capital again whenever they please. It's one way of sending a message, I suppose. There's another problem. I suspect Dad was keeping you as an ace in the hole. A special joker card he could play, someone he could dispatch anywhere an emergency occurred where he couldn't be. But now he's played that card, and you'll have to remain here. Blast it. Ouroboros certainly plays a hard game.
Grandmother, allow me to go to Hocking Gate. Say what?
Chloe?
I couldn't bear sending Uncle. He risked his life once already for our sakes. Let me go. I will negotiate with the Erebonians as your agent. Very well. Though we may have signed a non-aggression pact with them, remember that the scales on which Erebonian liberal balance are still unstable. These events could spiral into chaos that would engulf this continent. I am counting on you to balance those scales. I will.
Cell's group briefly shared a look.
So, in that case, mind if we go with you? I'm sorry?
We shall see the heiress to Hocking Gate safely. And if things get really crazy and turn into a shooting war, we'll do what we can to help.
Now mind, we can't actually help you with a shooting war as per guild protocol.
But there's a few things we could do from a neutral position, I think.
Everyone, I couldn't ask for more. Thank you. Please keep her safe. Yes, Your Majesty.
Leave everything to us. Estelle, Joshua, on that note, I and my men will keep an eye on any movement the Society may try to make. Even if they attempt to assault us with the massive puppet of theirs, we will be ready to respond.
Guys!
We'll be counting on you.
And so Estelle's group took to the road toward Hocking Gate while escorting Chloe. Hocking Gate is over in Beausay. That's quite far. Passing through Garoon Gate, they moved through Roland as quickly as possible, and soon arrived at Hocking Gate.
Why are they attacking, though? I mean, it's an empire. Empires tend to be evil in these sorts of things. Oh, Morgan, explain yourself, General Vander. Why is a division of the Imperial Army on our literal doorstep? Does the Empire truly forget the pact it signed so quickly? General Morgan, I'm the one who would like an explanation. What are you? For the past 24 hours or more, ordnance all across the southern marches of His Majesty's domain have ceased function. And at the exact same time, it seems a massive, heretofore unknown structure appeared above your Valeria Lake. Now I ask you, Morgan, what is going on? It is just as you say. We are as confused as anyone else about this situation. So it would seem. But your situation is, as I said, affecting a large swath of Imperial territory. Given that, you know full well why I'm here, Morgan. Here to try and raise the stallion above us while we're weak, then. We intend nothing of the sort. We are given to understanding that a criminal organization of some sort has been taking advantage of the situation. All we wish to see is if we can be of aid to the allies whom we have signed a non-aggression pact with. Those are the orders I received from the Imperial government. Nonsense! Why are those tanks here, then? I've never heard of a tank that runs on steam and combustion until now. How is it that you suddenly have these tanks which conveniently require no orbital power? That is a military secret. I would think you would welcome us, though, Morgan. These vehicles are perfectly suited for helping to keep peace. In Liberal, that is, while this crisis runs its course, You understand my meaning, yes? What?
Hey.
Impossible. Your Highness, what are you?
Aw, dang. She got a new, do. Good job, Chloe. Morgan, well done. Please, leave the rest of this to me.
But, Your Highness... And what are they doing here?
We are we are the royal bodyguards, sorta, temporarily.
Should the worst happen, we'll protect Chloe. Claudia, we swear.
I may be inexperienced as a negotiator. This is, however, the proper time for me to step forward and assume my duties as heir. Morgan, please.
As you wish, Your Highness. Just keep in mind who you are going out these to parley with, my princess. If anything happens, be ready to run for the gate.
I understand.
It seems I will be trading words with someone else now, I'm afraid I don't recognize you, though your bearing is quite noble.
This is the first time we have met, sir. I am Claudia von Auslis, Princess of Liberal, granddaughter to the Queen, and newly vested heir to the throne.
Forgive my impertinence, Your Highness. I am Zex Vander, Your Highness, Lieutenant General of the 3rd Division of the Imperial Army.
Yes, word of your accomplishments in battle has reached even us, General Vander. Hey, is that guy famous?
Yeah, the one-eyed Zex. He's one of the best field commanders Erebonian has. If I may be so bold, Your Highness, I have actually seen pictures of you before. Have you cut your hair recently? Now that I look, your face is familiar, but...
This is a bit embarrassing. I cut it for the investiture ceremony. Consider it a little girl's way of showing her resolve to take up a burden too heavy for her.
Hardly, Princess Claudia. It looks very good on you, if I may be forward. Allow this servant of the Empire to congratulate you on becoming the heir to the throne.
Thank you, General.
Well then, what brings the Princess of Liberal here? Are you here to raise protests against us like my good colleague Morgan?
No, that is not my intent. I am sure that our neighbors in Erebonian must be terrified at the moment. The darkness at night, the cold, the complete shutdown of communications. Believe me, I know how any one of these things could inspire terror in people. What I ask for you to consider your action. Consider what would happen if your forces were to enter our country. You say the large portions of the Empire are disordered at the moment. I assure you, in every part of Liberal, it is worse. And while we no longer bear Erebonian ill will, many of our citizens are agitated and afraid. I could not bear it if the good intentions of our allies were misunderstood.
But...
As you can see, we are investigating these strange events as quickly as we are able. Furthermore, we have managed to suppress most of the activities of the aforementioned criminal group on our own. And so I ask, for the sake of continued friendship between Erebonia and Liberal, a relationship we value highly. Give us a little more time, General. We will make this right.
Pretty words, but they are, alas, sound and fury, signifying nothing. Your Highness.
Olivier, you've got explaining to do, and possibly some beatings to endure.
I shall take the reins. You are relieved, General. As you wish, Your Highness.
What? He can't be.
You have got to be shitting me. I believe this is our first formal acquaintance, Princess Claudia. I am Oliver's Race Arner, a son of His Majesty, Emperor Eugent III.
What? One of the sons of... He's an imperial prince? Sharon, do you know about this? You're kidding, right? I thought he was just some sort of agent for imperial intelligence. Oliver Race Arner? I recognize the name, but I don't know the man.
Huh. Even though I am a prince, I am little more than a royal bastard. I rarely attend to public matters of state, so I am unsurprised you do not know my face. It does still sting a little, though, I fear, for the lovely girl who was once to be my bride to not even know my face and arrow my heart.
What? There are no other words.
I see. That's what Colonel Richard had in mind a while back.
I am sorry. I was unaware. Allow me to apologize for the slight against you.
Well, I do understand it was conduct without the Queen's consent. That sort of slight we can overlook. But this, no. Erebonian cannot overlook this. My enchanting princess, are you aware, I wonder, of a little rumor making its rounds across our great empire?
I don't believe I am.
Allow me to tell you then. Rumor has it that immense structure in the distance is Liberal's new weapon.
What?
Liberal has developed a groundbreaking new weapon that allows them to stop orbital energy. They intend to use it to make us pay for the war 10 years ago. It is a rumor which finds fertile grounds in the ears of our citizens and leadership.
It can't be. That's absolutely untrue. We would never.
Then you can prove it, yes? Prove that this is a misunderstanding? If you cannot, then we must act upon the evidence of our senses. Indeed, if the rumors are true, this is a monstrous betrayal of all civilization, using the pact to hide your intentions. What choice would we have, then, but to be defenders of the free world?
Okay, what in the hell is this, Olivier?
Estelle.
Estelle? I can't just stand here listening to you blather on as you please. Olivier, you know damn well just what's going on here. Why are you being such a jerk? Estelle, wait.
Have we met? You seem to know me, even if you do not get the name quite right. Did we meet at a party once?
Huh?
No. You lack the refinement of nobility. Yes, no matter how I look at you, you must be nothing more than a commoner. So, who are you?
Okay, fine then. You want to play dumb no matter what. You aren't the only one who can bust out a surprise.
Oh?
My name is Estelle Bright. I'm a B-rank bracer of the Bracer Guild of Liberal. In accordance with the laws of the guild, I'm involving myself in this dispute as a neutral arbitrator. Estelle.
Ah, I see. You're a bracer. B-rank. That would make you a veteran bracer who could be trusted with an arbitration of this scope, but...
Trying to say you can't trust a bracer's word, Prince Olivert?
Not at all. Forgive me. So what do you intend to do about our little situation, neutral arbitrator?
From the evidence, I judge that Erebonian's claim is false. The floating city is not a Liberalian weapon. I swear it on the honor of the Bracer Guild's supporting gauntlet.
Oh, on the honor of the guild's emblem itself, a bold statement. Certainly a statement from the Bracer Guild holds enough weight that it cannot be ignored outright, however. I shall pose the same question to you then, Miss Bright. What is your evidence of this claim?
Evidence? What we've seen for ourselves. The group which made the floating city appear is the criminal society of Ouroboros, which is still operating in Liberal. We of the Guild have been cooperating with the Royal Army to try and put a stop to the Society's operations. Heck, if you like, we can have records of everything forwarded to the Imperial government.
That would certainly satisfy our needs for evidence against liberals' possible malfeasance. However, you have, I think, missed the key point, Miss Bright.
Huh?
Assuming then that the perpetrators are the Society of Ouroboros, are Liberal and the Guild capable of putting a stop to this crisis? If you do not, then the Empire will not sit here wringing its hands. The weaponry we have brought, including the cannons of our tanks, all use gunpowder. Would you not be perfect for laying siege to and destroying this little rogue city of yours?
You've gotta be joking. What'll cannons do against something that big?
You never know until you try, Miss Bright. Regardless, I can say one thing for sure. You do not have the ability to put a stop to our goodwill or our need to defend ourselves.
Well then, Prince Olivert, would action satisfy? If we can prove that we can, even in these circumstances, do something about that city, would you give us the time to do so?
Well, I suppose that for some time at least, civility would force our hand, My prince. Calm down, General. Consider it the bare minimum of courtesy to a minor power we have a pact with. This assumes they can even prove anything. As you wish. So then, if you can show me you have some hope of stopping all this, our forces will withdraw. On the crest of the Golden Stallion and my name as member of the Arner family, I swear it. Good, that came through loud and clear.
What? That voice? Is that?
Yes, no doubt about it.
Now you're really kidding me.
Dad.
Hey, it's the Arcel. How are we getting it running? I thought the zero field generator couldn't do something this big. I like the nice gentle music accompanying this.
This is our proof, men of Erebonian. Feel free to feast your eyes upon it.
Dad!
Cassius Bright? It's been a while, Zex. They finally gave you a second star, I see. That's beside the point. Why are you here, and what is that ship? How is it capable of flying? That, unfortunately, is a national secret. Rather like those steam tanks of yours, I would say. So this is the Arcel, is it? And you must be the famed Cassius Bright. I believe this is the first time we have had an audience, Your Highness. Strange, though. I feel as if we've met somewhere before. How curious, General Bright. I was just thinking the same thing.
Something tells me...
How very curious.
Yeah, something tells me... This is basically becoming a play.
Isn't it, though? My prince! Miss Bright, Princess Claudia, I am a proud member of the Erebonian imperial family. I will keep my word. General, have all our forces withdraw from this area immediately.
Olivier! You have our gratitude, Prince Olivert.
Still, though, my dear citizens will doubtlessly not be satisfied with mere possibility being presented to them. Perhaps I could board the Arcel and observe for myself. Prince Olivert! A good idea. I'm sure everyone in the imperial government would be satisfied with a prince as a witness. Princess Claudia, shall we?
Of course. I see no reason to object. I'm sure this will only further strengthen the bond of friendship between Erebonian and Liberal. Welcome aboard, Prince Olivert.
I've got words with this guy. Prince Olivert, what have you done? You finally stride onto the public stage for the first time in ages, and you engage in this charade? Ah, I see we were too transparent at the end, Transparent like air. To think that a prince of the Empire would plan something like this. This and liberal. Mueller, how could you let this happen? Forgive me, Uncle. But do you really think this idiot would listen even if I asked him to stop? Well, besides, there are elements of this which do not sit easily on my conscience. I learned all about the truth behind Hamill during this mess. So you did know. How could he not know? Even back then, he was a critical part of the military chain of command. My shameless. No, Zex, I do not blame you. It was a subsection of the Warhawks. I know you had nothing to do with it. A scandal so vile that information about it had to be tightly controlled. I do not agree with that logic, but I understand it. Seal up that which stinks and bury it forever. Those who rule remain in power, unblemished. However, I cannot allow the same trick to be played twice. Prince, Zex, you realized it yourself, I'm sure. The incredibly fortuitous addition of these steam tanks to our arsenal. The convenient orders to sortie. Every bit of it has the fingerprints of the blood and iron Chancellor himself, Gileath Osborne. What are? He is in contact with Ouroboros. I no longer doubt this. And personally, I find the idea of a Chancellor whose first loyalty is not to the Empire rather repugnant. Don't you? My prince, you can't possibly. But I do indeed. The former military man who has become the Empire's central politician after rising to prominence 10 years ago. The cold-blooded yet bold reformer who laid rails throughout the Empire and has annexed many of our neighbors through forces of arms. I have decided to slay the beloved monster which has made its nest in our Empire. You may call all of this my declaration of war. Unbelievable. My prince, do you understand what you are attempting to accomplish? I like to tell myself I do, at least. He is not only politically strong, but he has de facto control of easily 7/10 of the military. Putting aside neutral people like yourself, all who stand against him are the nation's feudal lords, and their influence weakens by the day. Worse still, my father's trust in him is near absolute. The very picture of a monster, I would say. Then why even? Is it not obvious? Because the way he acts is not beautiful. What? My eyes were open as I traveled liberal. People and countries are at their greatest when they are proud of themselves. And I wish for my people, my fatherland, to feel the same pride, to be proud of accomplishments, not conquests. I hope you can understand, Zex. My prince, you have become quite a man. As they say, only an unwatched pot will boil. It's been 7 years since you took me under your wing to teach me what you knew, Zex. I simply learned to apply what you taught when you weren't looking. Indeed. Very well, I will pull my forces back. I must remind you, however, that the 3rd Division was merely the vanguard. Osborne is mustering another 10 divisions in the capital. 3 days, and then they march. That's your deadline. Yes, we'll act with all haste, Zex. Mueller, you're going with Prince Olivert, I take it. If you're going, if things go poorly, bring him back, even if you have to drag him by his collar. I imagine I'll have to do so either way. Men, fall out! We are withdrawing to Parm. There, we will wait new orders.
Yeah, get out of here.
You're not welcome here. And so we managed to buy ourselves a little bit of time at least. Really though, no one trusts me, it seems. My lamentations truly are ceaseless. Of course they don't, you nitwit. Even I don't think you had something like this in you. As they say, if you're going to play your cards, throw in all your chips. Besides, you certainly did a good job in arranging all the pieces. You could say we are partners in crime, confederates of love, bees of a flower who have shared the sweetest honey. I am armed, Oliver.
Olivier!
Estelle, brilliantly done.
Brilliantly done my entire butt! Would you please explain what in the hell is going on?
Why, it's exactly as it looks. There was something rotten in the state of Erebonian. I simply dragged it up onto the stage.
The stage? And the rest of us couldn't get a peek at the script?
As they truly say, if you wish to deceive your foes, deceive your friends. Having the Arcel show up after you negotiate us into a corner. That was the plan Cassius Bright and I came up with.
Dad and Olivier, I should have known.
Once Dad showed up, I thought that might be it. That was the idea, at least.
And here comes deceitful jerk number 2.
That's a little cruel, don't you think? I was listening in by phone. You handled those negotiations expertly. Thanks to you, the arrival of the Arcel had all the impact it needed.
Listening by what?
Of course, the artifact of yours. My dear Shara, no more of that, please. It would be a little problematic if he heard about. Little too late on that score, Prince. Who? Oh, Father Kevin.
Kevin? Kevin's here too. And Julia as well. Your Highness, I heard about the attack on the capital. I am very glad to see you are safe. I'm sorry, Julia. I can only imagine how worried you must have been.
Well, part of that is my fault. If I'd finished the Arcel's upgrades, we could have come by to help out ourselves. Unfortunately, Zero Field reinforcing the most advanced ship in the world took a while, if you can believe it. Still, glad to see everyone's safe. Yeah, hang on. How is the Arcel flying?
You made a Zero Field generator big enough for the entire ship.
Yes, indeed. The ones I gave you were prototypes I'd been whipping up to design a large-scale version. I've been locked up in the Arcel ever since you left, and now it's finally ready.
I see.
So in other words, every last bit of this was set up by Dad.
Come now, don't say it like I'm a criminal. I simply did what I could to make it easy for you to act. You did this because you wanted to, yes?
Well, technically, I guess, but... Oh, I don't quite get why you're here, though, Kevin.
Ah, right. Well, while I was in the cathedral, word came in from the Grossritter higher-ups. They've been hitting the books. I think I've got a good picture on what kind of thing the Oriole is and how to end this mess. And once I told Cassius about this, I got hogtied and brought out here.
Whoa, what?
What the Oriole is?
Yeah, so, first of all, the Oriole isn't that floating city itself, really. We think it's an artifact within the city that provides the whole thing with orbital power and helps control the flow of it. The Gospels are basically like distribution thingies for it.
An ancient power source for a city. But then, why is it causing all our orbits to shut down?
Now we're getting into guesswork, but a couple of really old legends talk about the Oriole striking down threats to the Chosen. Meaning, all our modern orbits are being seen by as threats to the Chosen.
Disabling any possible threat is its area of influence. It's a defense mechanism, essentially.
It seems extremely likely. And really, this gives us a ray of hope. Doing something about the entire city would be difficult at best due to its sheer size. But if we can find the actual Oriole somewhere within the city, we may be able to find a way to deal with it.
I see. That is an idea.
That does sound like a plan, at least.
Yes, it seems as though our final goal is well set for us. We should board the Arcel and make our way to the flying city with all haste. The decision to use the Oriole must come from the royal family. Princess, shall we?
You don't need to ask. Captain Schwartz, prepare the Arcel for launch. We are heading for the flying city above Valeria Lake. At once, Your Highness. And my bracer friends, please, everyone, lend your aid to Liberal in our hour of need. This mission will likely be the last one of this crisis. Well,
saying that like it's even a question if we'll go.
This is something we should leave up to our leader.
Leader? Estelle. We mean you, of course. What?
Why so shocked, Estelle? We all do have our own stake in this, yes. But one way or another, we've just been tagging along this wild ride of yours.
So, in that sense, Estelle, you're definitely our leader. Still not quite ready for it? No, she is. No matter how grim it gets, Estelle never loses hope. That light is always there to guide me, to guide us. That's why only Estelle could ever be our leader.
Joshua, not helping.
Estelle, your face is red as a beet.
Okay, I get it. Chloe, the guild accepts your mission. We'll find the Oriole on the flying city and save Liberal.
Thank you.
Good, that's finally settled. Now I can get back to headquarters.
Dad, you're not coming with us?
I'm afraid I can't. They may have retreated for now. I trust Zex to keep his word, but we can't ignore the larger Erebonian threat. It is not just Hawken Gate. They could use non-orbital powered vessels to invade by sea. I also wouldn't be surprised if the Society attempts another raid on Gransel. I can't leave the Royal Army with all this going on.
Yeah, I get it. I'll do my best. With Joshua, with everyone. So, Dad, try not to kill yourself with work, okay?
It will be a struggle, but don't worry. And Joshua, let me give this to you.
Cassius handed a letter to Joshua.
A letter? Call it a father's heart. It's between men, so it might be a little shocking for Estelle.
Gentle reminder that I'm right here and still have my staff.
I'll read it when I have time, Dad. Please do.
For the love of, I seriously do not get guy stuff like this.
Don't be so harsh, Estelle. I'm taking some time off once this is over. I intend to spend a lot of time at home once I can. Estelle, make sure we can all share some omelet rice then, alright?
Yeah, you bet.
I have a question. Can we save yet? Holy crap. I was not expecting this. None of this, from the invasion of Ouroboros onto Gransel to any of this. Like, I kind of had an idea of something going on, but not this.
Are you sure, Cassius? If you're that worried, you could have gone with them, you know?
No, it's fine. Weissman is even more dangerous than I thought he would be. If I accompanied them, I would simply be painting a target on their heads.
Yes, if you were out in the open, he'd strike at your ankle like the snake he is. The price of fame.
And it is maddeningly frustrating, let me tell you. Of course, this is also what gives us a chance to strike. A game of truth and lies as the two of you try to read the other, huh? Speaking of lies, do you think the Blood and Iron Chancellor will really hold back? As powerful as he is, he can't gainsay an oath from Prince Olivert easily. As long as we don't give them any more of an opening, I think we'll be safe. I hope so. Everything rests on the team aboard the Arsail then. Yes. Lena, great benevolent Idios of the sky, shine down where your children must walk, please. That beneath this enormous sky, they might find the path they seek.
That is the end of Chapter 8. Oh my goodness. Alright. And this is where we're going to call it. So next time on The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky 2nd chapter, we'll be starting the final chapter. I know it's the final chapter. I don't know anything about it though. So I'll see you guys then.